In the early days of the pandemic, I worked closely with leaders who had to communicate swiftly and clearly under immense pressure. Decisions were made in real time, often with incomplete information and rapidly shifting public sentiment. Every speech, statement, or update wasn't just about delivering facts, it was about shaping behavior, calming fear, and maintaining trust in the face of uncertainty. We were operating in what felt like constant crisis mode. But even under those conditions, the fundamentals of good communication didn't change, they just became non-negotiable. Here's what I observed repeatedly. When communication worked, it had the power to guide public behavior, reassure anxious communities, and foster resilience and trust. When it didn't, misinformation filled the silence, frustration deepened, and trust eroded, quickly. Yes, the data mattered: ICU capacity, case rates, vaccination levels. But numbers alone weren't enough. What people truly needed was narrative clarity. They needed to know why it mattered to them, what they should do, and how they fit into the broader story. Some of the biggest hurdles we faced weren't technical, they were emotional and cultural. Vaccine hesitancy rooted in distrust, resistance to masking tied to identity and values, and the rapid spread of false information across social media platforms. So, what actually worked? Empathy, speaking with, not at, your audience. Repetition, more than felt natural, because people don't absorb things the first time. Simplicity, stripping back jargon, keeping the message human, not institutional. We weren't just writing speeches. We were trying to reach people, across cultures, across fears, across digital noise. Every sentence had to do heavy lifting. Health communications during COVID-19 was about messaging under pressure. And that's something every industry, from finance to hospitality to tech, can learn from. Because when the stakes are high, whether you're announcing layoffs, launching a product, responding to a crisis, or entering a new market, how you communicate matters just as much as what you're communicating. What COVID taught me is this: good communication doesn't just inform. It builds trust. It changes behavior. It protects relationships, internal and external. And when it's done right, it doesn't just respond to the moment. It reshapes what happens next.